Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, sit a while, for we are starting a brand new LP. We are going to be playing Demon's Rise Lords of Chaos. So Demon's Rise Lords of Chaos is a strategy RPG where you actually play as, I don't want to say the bad guys necessarily, but it's definitely a new perspective on the genre where you don't necessarily play as the righteous nation or anything like that. You play with demons and skeleton warriors and whatnot, and that makes the whole thing interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am a noob at this game. I've played it extremely little just to know that I kind of figured out the basic controls. Strategy RPGs though are usually my forte, so I am hoping that my noob factor for the game is not going to be too apparent. That style of game is right in my is something that I'm actually usually pretty good at, so we're gonna see as we go. Of course, time will tell if I will be able to beat the game or not. I have never beaten it. I only did a few battles, to be honest, so it's gonna be kind of a new experience for me. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so that guy looks ready. Alright, so if this is your first time watching one of my Let's Plays, I usually incorporate some random elements to my games to add a little bit of a challenge, or just to mix things up a little bit and see what I can do. So in the case of this game, since I've never actually played it, the only way that I found that I could do something random was to get my 6 characters chosen randomly for me. So I used a random number generator online, and that's exactly what I did. Thankfully, looking at the characters that I got, I think I got somewhat of a pretty balanced party, so I guess I lucked out. Again, I know very little about that game, so I don't know which characters are the best, or if there's even characters that are stronger than others. I'm guessing, since it's a strategy RPG, that some characters are more useful into certain situations, and vice versa. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first character that got selected is actually number 1, that one here, so the Erari Shamanus. So the Erari are a tribe that has been at war with the baronies of the northern kingdoms for countless centuries. This unending war has brought their numbers close to the point of extinction. In desperation, they turn to death magic and necromancy to refill their ranks. Now their shamans rule their society and use their dark magic to bring endless tides of the dead to the Erari battle lines. Powerful, ruthless, and able to wield a nightmarish form of necromancy, these wizards are feared and hated more than any other in the northern kingdoms. Alright, so this is a little bit more of a caster. What I'm finding, at least from the characters that I selected, is that casters have different stats to attack, melee, and ranged. So this is our stats. It seems pretty straightforward to me. So I really don't want to attack melee with her, so I'm gonna want to attack from a distance, and she gets 2 attacks per turn, which is important. Some characters can only attack once, from what I figured out, so we are going to select her. The second character that I rolled is actually number 2, so the Werebear. So that's the guy that's at the start screen, so it's kind of cool to get the mascot of the game, I guess. Garn Blood 2 to the whole bunch of hit points. Werebears are an ancient race who pledged themselves to the dark gods long ago to escape extinction. Massive creatures that enjoy an unnatural vitality and strength, they are ever at the fore of the Dark God's armies. With a ferocity that borders on insanity, Werebears tear into their foes on the battlefield. Many become mindless berserkers and are then as dangerous to their allies as they are to their enemies. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to check on that. So this guy gets 1 attack per turn, but he deals massive damage. He doesn't have a distinction between ranged and melee. Just looking at his weapon, I think we can figure out that he is a melee character. So those are his abilities. I'm not gonna go through all of the abilities. I guess we're gonna read them as I use them at that point in time. Alright, so you come into the party, buddy. Next one that I rolled was this guy here, the Voidwalker Sarkandal. Voidwalkers are wizards that study the demonic planes and use the raw, boundless energy of those planes to fuel their magic. Wild and uncontrollable, this energy makes their magic powerful but extremely dangerous. Voidwalkers excel at conjuring rifts that allow demons to pass into this world and binding these demons to their will. They can also use these rifts to suck their enemies into the demonic planes with no hope of return. Alright, so that's another caster, so just like my Shamanus, this guy is meant to attack from a distance, as evidenced by his hit chance and damage from a distance, so it's a lot higher. This guy only gets 1 attack per turn, so will not be able to attack twice like we do with the Shamanus. Again, he has like those spells here and different abilities. As usual, we are going to read that as I use them in battle. The next one that was selected randomly is this guy here, who looks like another type of tank, and somebody that has abused the beer in his young age and kept the belly with it. The feral ogre Vargbone Chewer. The ogres of the Northlands are untamed and primitive, even by the standards of their crude race. Large, hardy, and violent, they rise to positions of power in the northern tribes through raw strength, intimidation, and animal cunning. In battle, they fight in the fore, where they mindlessly swing their weapons into the ranks of their enemies, reveling in the destruction like children at play. Well, sounds like they have a blast just destroying thing. Probably not getting a whole lot of defense from that. Is that even an armor? It looks more like a bullseye for an arrow or something, so that you can't get hit straight in the heart. Probably wouldn't be wearing that, buddy, but you do you. Alright, attack damage quite a lot, just like the Werebear. 1 attack per turn. Again, this is a melee character, so he doesn't have ranged attack or anything like that. So you are coming into the party, buddy. Next guy next character that I rolled is this guy here, the Snakeman Rogue, Salansar. An unnatural hybrid of man and reptile, the Snakeman are creatures of shadow, guile, and cold cunning. Able to move without a sound and strike with blinding speed, they have evolved into a race of assassins. Their cold-blooded nature gives them the patience to stalk their foes and kill from the shadows. The venom their bodies produce also make virulent poisons for their blades and powerful toxins that can paralyze their enemies, making the kill even easier. Alright, so we've got kind of a dual-wielding rogue here. I like his little tongue there. He's kind of taunting the enemy. Alright, so he's a melee character. He's got 2 attacks, so obviously his attacks are not going to be as strong as those big guys that only get 1, because he does get 2. Attack skill 95, so I don't think he's going to be missing very often. At least he shouldn't. So, looks like a pretty interesting character here. He has a 25% chance to crit too. That's pretty good. Yay! See? He's so happy when I select him, he jumps. Come into the party. And finally, my last character that was selected randomly is this guy here. And I think it's pretty cool. Death Knight, as Agricole. The Demon Lords rarely let their greatest champions or most powerful enemies rest after death. Those with the skill of harms to gain their attention are often cursed with undeath when they fall in battle. Their souls long departed, their bodies and the skills they had in life become yet another weapon for the dark gods. Fused with dark magic, these specters stride into battle without fear and without mercy, eager only to have others share their curse. Alright. So this guy also gets to attack, so he has pretty decent damage, a lot more than that scout. He's going to be, or that rogue I should say, he's going to be missing maybe slightly more, 85, but he also has a 25% chance of hitting. Alright, welcome to the party, buddy. So this is going to be the party. I kind of have like 2 melee DPS, 2 tankish people, and 2 range DPS characters. Is that going to be good enough? I don't know. I'm not sure how much healing there is in the game. I know that whenever you start a map, there's random potions on the map that you can get on, and it boosts your action points or your health or things like that, so we're gonna need to make good use of that. Alright, so let's begin. Let's see what happens here. The Demon Prince, Morkarn, has brought the kingdoms of the north to their knees. His army of demons, beastmen, and tribesmen have cut a swath through the lands of man, dwarves, and elves. You and your warband have been at the head of every battle, bringing fear and death to the civilized realms in his name. Now only the barony of Elderwood stands against you. Their baron, Aiden the Proud, has foolishly marched his armies out to face you. Morkarn has given you the honor of crushing this final northern kingdom. That sounds fun. Let's kill some goodies. Alright, so this is camp. At camp you can, as you see, there's how to play, so that's the little tutorial. So I did that so that I would know how to, move around and everything. You can also buy supplies. So this is where you get gear that you can purchase for your guys. From what I understand, from what I have seen, it looks like the selection is kind of random. I'm not 100% sure though. So, how much do I start with? I don't remember how much money I have. Let's see. Probably should be on that screen there. Maybe I don't have any. I thought I started with money. Maybe I'm... Oh, there it is. I have 1,500. Okay. Sorry about that. Got a little confused for a second. Alright, so... level 26 armor. Okay, that's... not something I necessarily want right now. Big ice, mage's vestments. So if we look at weapons, for example... So let's see, what about that? Enchanted aiming sword, +2 max melee damage, +1 min melee damage. Okay, maybe I can give that to this guy here. Cool. Alright, so I gave my my Death Knight a sword that's going to increase his damage. He already had pretty decent damage. I'm kind of happy that I did that. What's that here? Okay. Polished Hammer of Flames. Nah, the only one that can attack it is the same guy. Same. Same. Is it because I have him selected? No. Yeah, all of those weapons can only be equipped by this guy. What's that? Oh, staves, I guess. Okay, and those are probably gonna be for my... Yeah, okay, okay. I got you, I got you. Okay. That here is probably for my rogue guy. Oh, no, nobody can equip that or that. Okay, so nobody can equip that type of weapon. +2. Aha, yep, okay. There you go. Alright. Finalize sale. I am poor, I have 30 gold left. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Get some weapons to make things easier. When you finish a battle, you get some gold and sometimes some items for free as well. So hopefully we're going to get lucky with that. So I am going to go ahead and do the first battle at the very least here. See how things are going. Maybe do another one after that. Maybe not. We'll see how long it takes. Alright, so we can do quick battles. Everything else here I'm not going to be using right now. We're going to go straight in the heat of it. The last battle. Hayden the Proud, Baron of Elderwood, has marched his small army out to face us. His army has made camp at Tarn's Bridge. Lord Markarn wishes to destroy him here and complete the conquest of the north. With you and your warband at the fore, he has led the entirety of his horde to meet and crush Lord Hayden's army in a single attack. Alright, so it looks like the game studio that made the game really likes the expression "at the fore" because it was in 2 of the characters' description, and it's in that battle description here as well. Alright, let's get started. You approach Markarn as he stands among his horde of demons, tribesmen, and beastmen. He seems to be in some kind of trance and does not seem to see you. Oh, God. So my great leader is like he's impaired or something. He's been drinking before the fight. Suddenly his eyes light up with strange eldritch fire and he looks at you directly. My champions have arrived. You will lead the assault on the human army. Okay. Slaughter their warriors, crush their morale, and bring me the heads of their champions. With those words, you move to the front of his army and march out against the humans. Well, surely we will win, right? Your warband takes your place at the head of Markarn's army and advances towards the enemy. You are met by a meager detachment of Eldin's soldiers.
There is a great sense of evil here.
Ooh, there is a great sense of evil here, huh? Alright, so this is what battle map looks like. So in this game you can kind of hide behind objects to get some cover. So for example, I could go over here with a character and I would get some cover from that post here. Probably could get some cover from that giant skull head thing there. And of course we have the enemies here. As far as the pace of game, it is maybe similar to, if you're familiar, to the Fire Emblem games, I would say, in the sense that you move all of your characters and then the computer is going to move all of their characters. It's not a game where there's an agility stat and every unit separately gets a turn of their own, you know, turn by turn. So you move, the computer move, you move again, the computer move again until nobody stands at the end. And hopefully that's always going to be the computer that doesn't stand. So this is pretty much what it looks like. There's some detail on the maps. Like I said, there's cover. I don't see any potions right now. So sometimes you're gonna see kind of a potion laying around, blue or red usually, depending on if it's or purple or red. Anyway. Alright, so So if you see there, if I obviously the X's that are lit up is how far I can get. That's pretty obvious. But if you look at the right there, you can see little shield symbols. That means that I'm getting cover from that thing there. So I would an alpha shield like that. Alpha shield means I only get alpha cover. So if I move here, I'm getting cover from 2 different directions, which is pretty good. So let's move one of our big guys there. Right, this guy is not going to be able to get any cover, so let's just move him here. Alright. Let's move my scout into... I keep calling him a scout. He really is a rogue, that it said. Right, now this guy has a range attack. I might not be able to... Might be too far, though. So... start moving slowly. And I'm gonna wait for them to start coming, and then I'm going to hurt them a lot. Hopefully. Right, so I moved everybody where I wanted. So if you start playing this game, don't do like me. I've clicked the end turn button a few times when I wasn't done moving, because of habit of playing other games where, you know, you say end turn for that one particular unit, not for your entire squad. So alright, so I got a counter-attack in, but apparently I missed. So... one thing that this fight is mostly kind of almost a tutorial of sorts, so don't expect a whole lot of challenge for this one, or from this one. Alright, I'm gonna move the shamaness here, and I'm gonna start hitting those guys. Aha, I hit you for 3, and I'm going to attack you again because she has 2 attacks. Oh, 3 again. Alright. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need... I mean, I can go there, but I'm not gonna be doing much of anything. Let's move you over here. Oh, you just moved through, like, yeah, I don't care. Alright, so here you have the abilities. Each turn you get some action points, and depending on that, how many action points you have, you can do some of your abilities. Obviously, the one that's here is gonna be the strongest one. They go in order of how much it costs to cast them or utilize them. Alright, so this is a range attack. I am right in the thick of melee, so I'm just going to smash that pesty human there. Alright. Alright, so that one here. The undead have an unnatural ability to evoke fear in the living. Entire armies have collapsed on seeing the advance of an undead force before a single weapon blow was ever made. All hostile units within a 2-tile radius lose 1 counter-attack for 2 rounds. Alright, and it doesn't take my attack. So this guy has 2 attacks, so I can do that, and 2 attacks, so I can scare like those 2 guys. Let's do it. So now they're scared, and I'm gonna attack twice. So if you look here, that's your number of attacks, and that's your morale. So number of range or melee attacks the unit can make this turn. So I can attack once more. Ooh, that human is starting to feel it. Let's crush him with this guy here. I have 1 attack, and we're done. I'm gonna move, make room for this guy. Alright, so sometimes when you kill an enemy, they drop something. So this guy dropped a skill potion, so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna have a plus 50% chance to it for 3 turns. I want that. Yeah! There you go. And I killed this guy. I'm just gonna stay there. I'm gonna go all the way here with him. I'm not sure. Okay. Warp Fire. The Voidwalker opens up a rift to the Chaos Realms above his enemies. Eldritch Flames and Warp Fire rains down from the rift onto his foes. All units in the area of effect suffer 2 to 7 damage per level of the Voidwalker, 15% chance of failure. If successful, there is a 10% chance of a miscast. So how far can... Oh, yeah. I can get both with it. There you go. Alright, so I dealt 4 points of damage on both. And now I have an attack. I'm gonna attack this guy. Try and kill him. Oh, I can't. I'm too far. Never mind. I will not do that. That was everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and end this turn. Alright, so that archer is taking cover. So I explain how cover works in the game. And he misses. The guy's kind of sort of taking cover on that side, but my shamaness is right there. So. Oh, you have a deep voice, buddy. Alright, so you can kill this. And what is your ability? Soul Stealer. The shamaness uses her magic to sap the energy from her foes and use it to revive herself. Target unit suffers 1 to 5 life and action points damage per level of the shamaness. In addition, the shamaness gains 1 to 8 action points for 2 turns. Alright. I'm just gonna kill him though. Oh, I missed! Oh, and he's still alive. He still has 1 hit points. Something that I really don't like in RPGs in general is to leave an enemy with 1 hit point, because an enemy with 1 hit point can still hurt you. So that's why I went and took care of him. Alright, so that one didn't drop anything, that one didn't drop anything, so now all we have left is that archer with 10 health hiding behind a tree. Woo, where are you? Alright, what's that? The ogre takes out a rancid piece of meat from his pack and eats it quickly to regain his strength. The ogre recovers 5 to 10 life per level and increases attack damage by 3 for the next 2 turns. Alright, I don't really need healing right now, so I guess the ogre can heal himself. Let's try to throw a boulder on this guy. Oh, it worked! Killed him with a boulder for 15. Alright, so that's... how close to leveling up I am, I guess. Alright, so I got 600 gold and I got a sturdy skin cloak. Plus 7 minimum action regeneration, plus 1 counter attacks per turn, but minus 1 hit points. Who can equip that? Oh, everybody can. I'm gonna give it to you because you can deal with having 1 less hit points. I like that you have a heal pretty early and you're pretty strong, so getting an extra counter attack really helps. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and return to camp here. Right, and I probably cannot buy supplies at this point, so we can look at the world map. Now this is an indie game, so it's not like a super detailed map or anything like that, but this is where we are right now, and this is all of the areas that we're gonna end up visiting, I would assume. So this is where we are. Alrighty, so it's been about half an hour. That's not too bad for a first video. That's usually where I try to keep my videos at, so if it's one of your first videos with me, of course it depends on the game and what's going on, but usually I like to keep it around that sweet spot. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a video. So as usual, thank you for tuning in. If you've liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe. That's always appreciated. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.